Hello all, welcome to day 16 of our Red Letter Challenge by Zach Zender. Today, we're in front of the courthouse. And right now, it's talking to us about, today's message is about the fact that we need to forgive others as we've been forgiven. And sometimes we even need to give grace in ways that extending it hurts. It's more than we're used to. When we sit here together and look at this passage in day 16, we see that Luke 6:36, he tells us, be merciful as your Father in heaven is merciful. When we look here, there's this passage in here where he says, to receive grace is to receive a gift you do not deserve. To receive mercy is to not receive something that you do deserve. As we sit here in front of the courthouse, I know that our system of government tells us that we ought to be saying to people that they're innocent until proven guilty. But the reality is, by the time it gets to this stage, there's a lot of folks who are sure that somebody's guilty, even if they aren't. Most of us wouldn't want to have to go to the courthouse, even if we were innocent. It would be a thing of embarrassment, a thing of shame. And for sure, that's kind of how our culture has viewed it. And giving mercy to someone is something that we're not used to the idea of doing. But here, we're not just having a shift in the view of how we give out mercy, because as Christians, we tend to think about mercy as something that we need, if we think about it in a selfish reality. But you'll see that Zender is also trying to help us to shift to recognize that mercy is something that we have to give to others. And this here is a space where now, as we consider the structures of government around us, we need to recognize that there are times when what the kingdom ethic of Jesus is asking us to do is different than the kingdom ethic that the world wants. And so we would certainly say that there are things that people are guilty of and they need to pay for those crimes if we were dealing with a worldly kingdom kind of ethic. But we're not. As individuals, we're dealing with the kingdom ethic of Jesus. And it talks about mercy. And mercy is something that we get that we don't deserve. So we sit down together today, and as you think about what that means, I want you to recognize that there are a lot of spaces in your life where the switch in allegiance from our earthly kingdom ethics to our heavenly kingdom ethics means if it hurts us, we will still give grace. We will still give forgiveness. We will still show mercy. And as you do that, I wish that you would remember who you are and whose you are. And I pray that even though that message is hard,